Pebbles is Wayne, and I'm just getting over the cold, so if you find my voice sounding a little froggy, that is why. Welcome to the new background. You can thank RockN Reviews Senior for this awesomeness. Well, that's the background. You can thank Mrs. RockN Reviews for all the designs and whatnot. I love with my background now. I could be proud to stand in front of the camera and show off this masterpiece. I don't know why I call him RockN Reviews Senior, you know. It's not like he reviews movies too, but in a way, I review movies and he review your soul. So, you know, we're finally here in front of the camera to talk about this local film called the CUTLASS. This thing has been plastered everywhere, showing up on my feed and sponsored videos, people talking about it. So I had to check it out, and I must say, it kind of exceeded my expectations for a local film. It was directed by Tarisha Beresford and written by Tennille Nawalo, and it stars Lisabel Hushman and Arnold Gwendon and Kirk Boltz, with appearances by Chris Smith and Conrad Parks. That's his name, right? Conrad Parks. Along with some other local talent that I don't know the face or the name or anything. Oh, and for this review, we go in totally local. I'm not pronouncing my THs, I'm using one set of slang. I just don't care because it's a local film. So we had to do it local, right?
When you try your best but you don't succeed.
So anyway, this movie is about a young girl called Joanna. And Joanna is kind of struggling because her father has cancer and she wants to go to college, but she doesn't know if she should. She's struggling with whether she should stay home and care for her father or go off and live her own life. So Joanna goes off on a beach line with some of her friends, and they're liming and they're just having a good time. Some little tensions crop up in the group and whatever, and then they are set upon by, why are we talking properly? A bandit breaking the house to rob them, because on his side of the story, he having problems with money. So he wanna get some money, and then all hell breaks loose. He kidnaps Joanna.
I'll steal you, Joanna.
And off they go into the jungles of Togo. And the most of the movie follows them as they try to escape the people, the police and the law enforcement that hunting them down. And the movie also deals with her father trying to do his own search for her. And for the most part, I enjoyed the film. I do have a few complaints about it, but generally it was a good movie. First of all, the cinematography I thought was a thought. I keep slipping back into wanting to speak properly. But no, now that in this film, man. I'm talking Trini. The cinematography in this movie was best, because even when they're showing off all the landscapes and things, it kind of have this foreboding feeling about the place, and that's what this kind of movie is, and I really enjoyed that. It didn't come across as amateurish in its filming at all. Where the movie really shines is when we get to see scenes between Arnold Gwendon's character Al and Joanna, played by Lisabel Hushman. When these two characters are on screen, the tension is palpable, it's just a lot of emotion, and it's very real. I give a lot of kudos to the writing by Tennille Nawalo. Her writing was fantastic. It was natural, and it didn't feel forced or contrived at all. Everything felt... There were one or two lines where I was like, nah, Trini wouldn't say that in that way. But for the most part, the writing really worked, and it really worked when those two characters in particular were interacting with each other. That is where the film really shines, and I wish that was where the film spent, the majority of its runtime. But we'll get to that later. It would have been very easy for Arnold Gwendon to play his character as a very stereotypical bandit, but he does bring out a depth of character to his portrayal of Al, he really humanizes him, and at some points you even feel yourself feeling a little bit of sympathy for the character, and all that is just because of the very nuanced performance by Al Goena. Lisa Bell Hirschman as well does a great job as Joanna. She really plays Joanna with a sense of vulnerability but a quiet strength. She actually makes smart decisions in the movie, and it's just because of the situation that she doesn't escape. Everybody else does a fine job, but I don't want to spend too much time talking about them since they didn't really have as much screen time as Al and Joanna. Some of the line delivery was a little bit off at times, but it never really took me out of the film. The other thing I really liked about the movie too was the symbolism. Specifically the symbolism having to do with the cutlass. Now I will talk a little bit more about the symbolism later on in the review when I go into some spoilers, but right now I want to talk about what I didn't like about the film. So first of all, the sound design. The sound design in this film was very weak compared to other films that I watched on that day that I saw this movie, so the contrast was even more apparent. Another thing too is the editing. Some of the scene transitions were very abrupt, and that kind of took me out of the movie. The other thing is that they introduced some plot points, and then those plot points kind of just drop off. So they introduced some characters. Now I understand that this movie is based on a true story. It's inspired by true events, so you have to be respectful to the source material, and you can't pull out Michael Bay and do a pain and gain and just insult everybody who was really involved in the true story. But at the same time, you have to embellish a little bit so you get some payoff for some of the story threads that you set up. One of the story threads was that Joanna's father, despite him being cancer-ridden to the point where he was terminal, he set out to find his daughter in Toko, fireburn the police, fireburn anybody else. He gonna find his daughter. And there was really no payoff for that particular plot thread. They also introduced a bunch of friend characters at the beginning of the film, and then they kind of just fall off after Joanna gets kidnapped, and we never see them again except for her boyfriend. When you spend so much time building up characters, you want to see them throughout the film. So this may not have happened in the real story, but they very well could have had the friends join the search party for Joanna and have them talking about her or whatnot in the search party. I am not a writer, I'm just throwing out suggestions here. What I thought would have made the film work a little better. Another character that they introduced that was another character, actually a whole plot thread that they introduced and then that kind of drops off is Conrad Paris's character Prowler, who is after Al for owing them money, and that's kind of the trigger for what makes Al do what he does. So we get to see Conrad Paris in one scene, and I didn't know he was such a cuss bad boy, man. Like every other line was a cuss. It was awesome. But we don't get to see him again for the rest of the movie. Like that plot thread kind of just drops off. I know a lot of people kind of got thrown off by the accents, but I did not. Trinidad is a very diverse place, and we have a lot of diverse accents. And I heard a lot of people talking about Kurt Waltz's accent in particular.
Give me back my daughter!
But we have to remember Kurt Waltz is an American actor. He was in Reservoir Dogs. He's the policeman who got his ear cut off in that infamous scene with Michael Marsden. So the way I like to play it in my head is that Joanna's father is an expat. And he came to Trinidad, he met a Trinidadian woman, they got married and had some mixture. Problem solved. Now the film could have worked that into a conversation when he was talking to the police. Like he could have been like, I know these trails like the back of my hand. And he said, that accent real horrible, like Kaju accent. So we could have Kurt Balls talking to the police and saying how he know the trails, and then the police in true Trinidad police fashion could have said, well, you from America, you don't know nothing about Trinidad, how you gonna help me? Just stay here and let we do our job. It was the total opposite. The police, I don't know where they get these police from. The police was so helpful and friendly, and at one point it was like, we have no money, and the police was like, don't worry, we'll get the money for you.
Join the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service.
And everybody in the cinema was laughing at that point because it was just so ridiculous and unbelievable. So that was just some nitpicky stuff I had about the movie. Didn't really hurt the film for me, but still some things that kind of took me out of the film and stopped it from being like a really, really, really good movie. Now going back a little bit to the symbolism, and be warned, for past this point, there be spoilers. So if you don't want any spoilers in your video, jump ahead to this point in the video and you'll skip all the spoilers and you'll just get to see my ending thoughts. For those of you who have already seen the movie or don't care about spoilers, spoilers in 3, 2, 1, bam! Let's talk about the symbolism of the cutlass. Why is the movie called the Cutlass? Is it because the bandit was carrying a cutlass? Not really. Is it because it's just a really cool name for a movie? No, that's not the reason. The cutlass is a symbol of power and control for several characters in the film. Earlier on in the movie, we hear two characters talking about a cutlass attack versus a gun attack. And they talk about how a cutlass attack is more intimate because you have to get up close and personal with the person. And then we see our bandit Al wielding both a cutlass and a gun. So why is the cutlass a symbol of power and control and not the gun? Well, a gun just basically has one use, to shoot things. The cutlass is a multi-purpose tool. It can be used in plenty different ways, not just to chop people or planners them. Actually, we see Al use the cutlass several different ways in the movie. We see him use it to clear obstacles in his path. We see him use it to do some whittling of wood at some point in time, I think. We see him use it to perpetrate a crime. Presumably he uses it to catch food and give himself sustenance. Al tells a story about when he was younger. He was in a very abusive relationship with his brother. And in order to get out of that abuse, he takes his brother's cutlass and uses the brother's cutlass to kill the brother and take control. He then uses that very same cutlass to kidnap Joanna and carry out his crime. And in that whole situation, he is trying to regain control in his chaotic life. His life is out of control. He owes money to a much bigger drug dealer. He has problems forming relationships with people. And this cutlass represents that him trying to take back control of his life. Now at the climax of the film, when Joanna finally gets free, she takes the cutlass from him. And because she is now the one in control, she takes the power and control away from Al and she escapes. And now that Al is powerless, he no longer has the symbol of power. He is eventually cornered by the police and they take him out. And I love when movies do things like that. I love when, there's this powerful symbolism within the film and you have to look just that bit deeper to find some more meaning within the film itself. And if you think I don't know what I'm talking about and I just call the movie The Cutlass because it sounds cool, well, maybe you will listen to Mr. Neil Nawalo, who wrote the film.
Hi Wayne, thank you for your awesome email. I appreciate it. Just because I'm super busy for the next few days and I don't know when you'll be able to call, and I'm all over the place doing stuff, I can just send you a voice note here and tell you what really The Cutlass is about. I would love to hear what you thought it was too. But The Cutlass is a symbolism of power in the movie. Multiple characters comment on how you should never take a man's cutlass because it's bad luck or whatever. Well, Al tells a story in the film about how his brother used to humiliate him. And after a very shaming incident, Al takes his brother's cutlass, leaving Al feeling more powerful. It is this very same cutlass that he uses to kidnap Joanna, and it's the same cutlass that Joanna must find the courage to take so that she can potentially free herself from this terrifying situation that she's found herself in. The story analyzes these two characters' choices throughout the film. So will either of them take responsibility for their actions, or will they allow the world to take advantage of them? This is the question that both characters faces throughout the entire thing. And the cutlass is the tool to power and ultimately freedom, it seems, for them both.
Thanks to Neil, you rock. Alright, so that was The Cutlass. And I give this one a watch it. definitely watch it. There are some flaws, but the movies like this is why I don't give movies a numerical rating. I'm not going to slap an arbitrary number on this movie so people will say, oh, well, he gave this movie a 5 and he gave this movie a 3, so maybe I should just skip this one. No, I still give it a watch it. Go support local filmmaking, especially when the effort is as good as this one. This movie is a really good effort, and there are a lot of things to like about it. There's a lot of depth, there's a lot of nuance, and there's some good symbolism in the movie. There's decent writing, there's more than decent acting, and we're not at the point yet in Trinidad where we could write off movies before we see them. A lot of people, I went to them and I said, hey, you're going to see the Cutlass this weekend? And they just instantly responded, nah, you see that trailer? Oh my god, it's looking so boring. I gotta go and watch this movie. Let's go and watch Girls Trip. Listen, the only way Trinidad film could grow and get better and improve is if we as the audience go and watch the movies and provide feedback to the people making the films. That's the only way the industry is going to get better. So, you know, I don't really like the hashtag support local, because that means you support local regardless of quality, but there is quality in this film and we should support it. It made it to Cannes. That's not very easily done. So come on, go out there, get in the cinema and watch the Cutlass, and then come back here and tell me what you thought about it. Don't forget to bust a wine on all our buttons. The subscribe button on YouTube, the like button on Facebook. Follow us on VidMe, Instagram and Twitter. Don't forget to flex on that share button, because sharing is caring. And remember, I'm not a film critic, but I can definitely rock a review. See you at the cinema.
All my native people stand up.